Welcome to The Explainer. Let's kick this off with a number that might actually shock you. In the 21st century, did you know that women still only have about 64% of the legal rights of men? Yeah. So today, we're diving deep into the critical theme of justice for International Women's Day 2026, and we're going to talk about why closing that gap isn't just important, it's one of the most urgent challenges of our time.
This quote right here, it's simple, but it's everything. It's the foundation for this whole conversation. It's a powerful reminder that we're not talking about some niche issue over here. This is about fundamental human rights.
All right, so let's get right into it. The big question, why does any of this actually matter? In this first part, we're going to break down exactly why investing in women isn't just, the right thing to do, it's the smart thing to do, for everyone.
The message from the UN Secretary General is just crystal clear on this. When women have a real seat at the table, what happens? Societies get stronger. Economies actually flourish, and peace, it lasts. This is not just about fairness, you guys. It's a core strategy for building a better world for all of us.
And this is where it gets really interesting, because it's not just theory. This slide shows you the proof. Look at this. Peace agreements literally last longer. Economies grow. And get this, even life for men and boys gets better. It's this amazing ripple effect that proves inclusion is a win for everybody.
Okay, so we've talked about the ideals, the why, but what's the reality on the ground? The theme for International Women's Day 2026 really forces us to look at a pretty harsh truth, and it makes us ask a really tough question.
And the answer to that question? Well, if you look at the data, if you listen to global leaders, it's a huge, resounding no. There's just this massive gap between the rights women are supposed to have and the justice they actually get.
This phrase here, the foundation is cracking. It comes from a UN conference in the Asia-Pacific region, and it's just such a powerful way to put it. It captures the urgency perfectly, the very foundation of what should be a just society. It's showing these deep, deep fractures when it comes to gender equality.
Okay, just look at this number for a second. 64%. Globally, women have only 64% of the legal rights that men do. This isn't someone's opinion, this isn't a feeling, it's a stark, quantifiable number that shows us how massive this global justice gap really is.
And believe it or not, it actually gets worse. This isn't just about things moving slowly. No, data from these recent Beijing Plus 30 reviews show that nearly a quarter of countries are reporting an active, organized backlash against gender equality. Think about that. Hard-won gains are actually under threat. Progress is absolutely not guaranteed.
So what's holding everything back? Well, it's these systemic barriers. We're talking about discriminatory laws that are somehow still on the books. We're talking about the huge invisible weight of unpaid care work that falls on women. And then there's the terrifying rise of online tech-based violence. Plus, you have the specific discrimination that marginalized women face. And on top of all of that, a deep-seated culture of victim blaming in so many of our institutions. Each one of these is like a brick wall on the path to justice.
Okay, so the challenges are huge. They're immense. But, and this is a big but, here's the good news. We are not starting from scratch here. Leaders and activists have already put together a concrete blueprint for action, a real roadmap to a more just future.
And let's be clear, this isn't just a bunch of talk. These are evidence-based, actionable steps that were agreed upon at a major UN meeting. We're talking over 30 governments and more than 100 civil society organizations all coming together. That represents a really powerful consensus from all sides.
And this plan, it is incredibly comprehensive. This isn't about some single magic bullet solution. It's a multi-pronged attack on the problem. First, you've got strengthening legal frameworks, getting those terrible laws off the books. But it goes way deeper. It's about building justice systems that are actually responsive, that listen to and support survivors. It's about championing women's leadership, putting more women in charge as judges, as police chiefs. And it's about tackling those harmful social norms, the stuff that's really at the root of inequality. Then it gets super practical, creating real pathways to justice for everybody, using technology for good, and this is crucial, actually putting the money and the data behind all these promises to make them happen.
So, okay, how do we take this amazing blueprint and make it real? Well, it's about making sure police, courts, and social services are all working together, so survivors are supported, not re-traumatized. It means actively fast-tracking gender parity in those big leadership roles. And it means investing in public education to really change hearts and minds. The goal is super clear, and the method, it's actually actionable.
Right? But a plan is just a plan, right? It's a piece of paper. The real power, the real energy, that comes from the people who are going to carry this torch forward.
And the amazing thing is, this is already happening. All across the world, young women and men are stepping up and taking the lead. They're bringing this incredible new energy, so much creativity, and just a fierce determination to tear down old barriers and completely reimagine what a truly just and equal society can actually look like. And you know, that brings us to what might be the single most powerful idea in this entire discussion. It's a concept that completely reframes everything we've been talking about, from what you and I can do all the way up to the global stage.
I mean, we've all heard this, right? The system is failing women and girls. It's so easy to feel powerless, to see the system as this giant, untouchable thing. But what if that's just the wrong way to look at it?
Yeah, this is the absolute crucial point. The system isn't some abstract thing that exists out there. We are the system, every single one of us. Whether you're a judge, a police officer, a teacher, a CEO, a community leader, or just a member of a family, every day we have the power to either uphold old biases or to challenge them. So, as we look towards International Women's Day, it all comes down to this one question. Justice isn't some luxury. It's not a privilege. It's supposed to be a guarantee. The only real question left is, how will you help deliver it? Because making that a reality for all women and girls, well, that's how we build a better world for every single one of us.